Hello students, welcome to my channel. I am Dr. Khushwant Kaur and I will be your instructor for this video. This video is for B.Ed students on the course Pedagogy of Language English, and the topic covered in this video is Grammar Translation Method of Teaching English. The topics which will be covered in this video are listed below. Let's begin with the topic, that is Grammar Translation Method of Teaching English. Grammar translation method is a classical method which was first introduced in the teaching of classical languages like Latin and Greek. It is the oldest method and came in India with Britishers. The key points of this method are: number 1, a foreign language can easily be learned through translation. Number 2, grammar is the soul of language. Grammar translation method is a method where language teaching is based on learning grammatical rules and practicing them by doing translations from and into the target language. Grammar translation method lays emphasis on the language areas as vocabulary, grammar, reading, and writing. Procedure of teaching English through grammar translation method. In grammar translation method, the textbook occupies an important place. The teacher makes the meaning of every new word clear to the students by translating them into mother tongue. For understanding the procedure of teaching English through grammar translation method, we can divide the procedure into 4 parts: sentence, vocabulary, grammar, translation. In the first step, we refer text to the learner. The text can be either in English or Hindi. In step 2, we divide the sentences into small sections for teaching vocabulary by translating each word either in Hindi or English. In step 3, we teach the grammatical rules to the learners. In step 4, we translate the text either in English or Hindi. We will take example here like she writes a letter. Now we will divide this sentence into sections like she means वह, writes means लिखती है, a letter means एक पत्र. In the next step, we will teach the grammar rules to the learner like here she is the subject, writes is the verb, and it is in simple present tense, and letter is an object. And the translation will be वह एक पत्र लिखती है. That will be from English to Hindi translation. Second sentence is in Hindi. बच्चे फुटबॉल खेल रहे हैं. Now we will divide this sentence into various sections like बच्चे means children, खेल रहे हैं are playing, football in English is also football. Here grammar rules are children is subject, are playing verb, and the verb is in present continuous tense. Football is object. The translation in English will be the children are playing football. So we see here that the teacher reads every sentence and translates it into mother tongue. Side by side, he points out the grammatical points and rules. In this way, this method starts with the meaning of words and then explains the meaning of phrases and sentences. Features of grammar translation method. Grammar translation method is a teacher-centric approach. Mother tongue dominates here. The unit of teaching is word. Practice is based on translation of text to and from mother tongue. Vocabulary is learned from bilingual word list. Grammar rules are explained by the teacher. The textbook occupies an important place. In teaching learning, the emphasis is on the development of reading and writing skills rather than speaking and listening skills. Techniques of grammar translation method. The techniques which can be used in grammar translation method are translation, reading comprehension, antonyms and synonyms, cognates, deductive application of rules, fill in the blanks, memorization, vocabulary practice, and composition. In translation of a literary passage, the activity will be done as translating target language to native language. In reading comprehension, the activity will be done as finding information in a passage, making inferences, and relating to personal experience. In antonyms and synonyms, the activity will be done as finding antonyms and synonyms for words or sets of words. In cognates, the activity will be done as learning spellings or sound patterns that correspond between language 1 and the target language. In deductive application of rules, the activity will be done as understanding grammar rules and their exceptions, then applying them to new examples. In fill in the blanks, the activity will be done as filling in gaps in sentences with new words or items of a particular grammar type. In memorization, the activity will be done as memorizing vocabulary list, grammatical rules, and grammatical paradigms. In use words and sentences, activity will be done as students create sentences to illustrate they know the meaning and use of new words. In composition, the activity will be done as students writes about a topic using the target language. We conclude the video with points to remember. The grammar translation method consists of learning grammar rules and then applying them by translating sentences between the target language and the native language. Through grammar and translation, a student acquires the knowledge of grammar structures that can later be transformed into conversation. Procedure of grammar translation method. Features of grammar translation method. Techniques, which includes translation, reading comprehension, antonyms and synonyms, deductive application of rules, fill in the blanks, memorization, vocabulary practice, and composition. Champion states that under the translation method, the meaning of English words, phrases, and sentences is taught by means of word-for-word translation into the mother tongue. Thank you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel.